Hi guys, this is Larry here, and well, we are back with the play guide, and I promised you to show how to do dungeons and how to do raids today, so I'm going to do that. First of all, let me show where I'm at. Um, I've upgraded 4 or 5 out of my heroes to 4 stars, and Angel is kept at 3 stars because that's going to cost 10,000 honor badges. And first of all, I don't have 10,000 honor badges, as you can see right here. And second of all, I'm not even planning on spending that much honor badges on Angel because I want to farm Druid, as I already said a couple of times. So um, yeah, I'm building a cannon and leveling that up. All my hero bases are at level 7. Let me first check if we have magic, and then we just go into the dungeons because I'm going to show how to do dungeons, of course. So as you can see, I'm halfway through dungeon 2, and here is where I farmed uh, first, and we are going to just progress and see how far we come, and then check if we can farm this dungeon. So let's just start here. And well, how to do dungeons is, first of all, we check where the biggest threat is, and we can see that assassin is right here, and we can draw assassin out with Angel because Angel has revive. It's an ideal tank, and as soon as assassin comes out, we drop everything we have right there. So this way we don't really have to worry about anything else because the biggest threat is already removed from the dungeon. So let's keep our hammer dwarves training. It's an important thing. You can keep your troops training in between doing dungeons and such, so you will never actually run out of them. And let's go into the next dungeon. So again, we're going to stick to our strategy of first taking out the biggest threat, which is assassin. We can draw assassin out and just drop the rest. And since Angel has revive, she actually has 2 lives, so it doesn't really matter when she dies for the first time. So it actually isn't really that bad if she drops low on health. Also, people say that Succubus is better in doing raids than Champion, but I would disagree because Champion is actually really good because Champion has his amazing stun, and that amazing stun makes sure that he stays alive a lot longer and wins, well, almost any battle against any hero. And as you could see, Assassin dropped right back into life right there. We did lose Champ though because I wasn't really paying attention. But the rest of the dungeon shouldn't be that big of a deal, actually. So I'm going to do is drop my restoration right here at Thunder God, because he's dropping low on health. And the rest of the dungeon shouldn't be that big of a deal. So let's buy our magic again, and well, we did lose champ, so you would say let's wait for champ till he revives, but screw champ, we can just raid on and just make sure that we use our chances. So this dungeon is a good example of where you just can't immediately take the threat out, and when you can't do that, you can better drop, especially if you have Thunder God or anything having proc that hits units from the other side of the field. You can just drop on the other side of the field truly. So we can drop at this tower and then just hope for the best. We also have our hammer dwarfs to be thrown in later on. Probably right here, because we don't want execution to do too much damage to our troops. And we just saved our Snowzilla right there, and then we can drop Restoration because we still don't want Snowzilla to die. And well, that wasn't really that big of a deal what happened right there. We did lose quite a few Hammer Dwarfs though, but we don't mind because Hammer Dwarfs are trained quite fast. As you can see, it only takes 90 seconds to hire one Hammer Dwarf. It's of course 9 times as long as hiring a Guardian, but they are also more durable than Guardians because Guardians just drop like flies, and we actually don't want units that drop like flies. So yes, this is a dungeon without Assassin, and after Assassin Executioner is the biggest threat. So we just drop our Angel right here, then drop everything else, and drop our Hammer Dwarfs, because we don't care right now. I'm not going to do raids with 4 heroes, and that means that I just have enough time to recruit all my Hammer Dwarfs right back, so I don't have to worry about that. It also means that when all the Hammer Dwarfs are dead, we can do Herbie monsters, because I'm actually doing Herbie monsters without troops, because I can't do B yet. I'm incredibly close to beating B, but I can't beat A when I use troops. So that's mainly because the troops will get stuck on any random place on the map, except for where my heroes can reach them if I don't kill them all, but kill enough to actually have them deal practically no damage, because if a Guardian gets stuck, well, you are practically screwed, because Guardian won't finish off enough buildings to get to your heroes. Same counts for Marauder, by the way, he is really weak. So that's all the dungeon chances, and I'm probably going to wait for a second run of dungeon chances and come back to you in a second run. So we're back again, and well, I forgot to record my voice when I was recording this piece of recordings. So I'm just picking it over, and well, that also adds this annoying beep I have. I still haven't bought a microphone. Well, I was planning on doing that today, but these recordings were like a week ago. I have been really lazy in speaking it in. So here's the Dungeon 2 Skull 2, and the usual line is just dropping everything on top, and it also works when you don't have Druid, as you can see. I'm probably only going to lose Champ here because he is really low on health and is really vulnerable, and Engineer and Angel also have low health. but since they are ranged, they don't tend to get in danger as fast as Champion does. So Champion is mainly because of his low health, not a very good raider, but we can still raid with 4 heroes. And raiding is essentially the same as doing dungeons, except for having to aim for the gold instead of just having to aim for that 100%. So what you still do is look at either going in where the highest threat is or going in where the lowest threat is and the most far away from that threat, or just aiming for the gold, which is third way to raid. So here you can see the gold is in the middle, so I don't want to aim for that. So I want to either aim for getting the highest threat out as quick as possible or just going at the other end. But here I charge in Ender Griffins because I want to drop my Hammer Dwarfs. I'm probably not going to do that anyway, as I see that it's a really easy base anyway, but with Hammer Dwarfs, raiding goes a lot quicker. But I took out the Griffins first because I am kind of afraid for 2 packs of Griffins at once, especially when my heroes are split up. They probably can't handle with those. So let's do another raid, and this is a really spread out base, and I want to get through it really quick. So I'll probably drop at the top where all the gold is and just see how far we get. And if we don't get very far, then we can just quit and be happy with the gold we have. I'm going to use Restoration here because my Thunder God is getting into danger. Probably a miss aim, but not really worrying. And from here it's piece of cake. But Engineer died because I wasn't really watching and I left just a little bit too late, but I still have 3 heroes left. No problem in keeping raiding going. And here I can enter at the very end of the base where there aren't any heroes close, or I can just drop here. I think that's better. So what I'm doing now is tanking with Angel because Angel has revive, so when she dies it doesn't matter, but we already knew that, and that means that I can save my restoration for when I need to. And I got the gold there and the 50%, so I could leave. And that's another thing, you can just leave when you have enough gold. I think I was raiding here for the gold I needed for upgrading to level 5 Hammer Dwarfs, probably. And this was a really easy base, and this again used the strategy of dropping my heroes where the highest threat is, where the heroes were, so I shouldn't have to worry about those. And as you could see, I could actually upgrade, and I think I'm actually not dropping here at where the Griffins and the heroes are because I'm afraid I can't handle with those. So I'm trying to get the 50%, and it also means that if my Thunder God doesn't proc on the packs of Griffins or the heroes, I can leave at 50% and not have any hero die if I'm actually smart enough to leave in time. And it's going all well. Thunder God was a real monster just proccing on the Griffins, which is actually a good thing for me to happen. And yeah, I'm just really happy I have so much heroes with area of effect. Of course, Engineer and Marksman are viable, and if you really missed that area of effect in raiding, I really recommend getting Engineer and Marksman just with shards because you can buy them for really cheap, and that's maybe 3 monster maybe 4 runs together with just a couple of dungeon farmings, and you can have them in maybe one day both. So it's not really something you should worry about at all. And this was a really easy base because it was so spread out and it was really nothing in. It didn't deliver as much gold either, but I don't care about that. So this is a base which has 3 sides with really much threats, and I really can't afford to I don't know actually why I took this side. It probably was better to just get in at the griffins, but this way I can get gold very easily, and from there just not worry about it very much. As you can see, it's almost 50% left, just a bit too late, but all those heroes came in and I really had to leave right there. Probably is Smurf base right there. And this is a true Smurf base. I'm really jealous at this player. I mean, Thunder God, Cupid, and Pumpkin Duke on one account, on a Smurf account. It's a really good starter account, and you can see that there probably isn't spent much money in it because there is really nothing at the base, so it's not really like someone is putting time in it, and that makes it even worse that he has these heroes. But you can see Snowzilla dealing with Cupid, Pumpkin Duke, and Thunder God right there, and that's true power of Snowzilla. He is a true monster against multiple heroes because his area of attack is so strong that he can really easily take out multiple heroes without even blinking. Of course, Cupid wasn't really a deal because he was low level, but Pumpkin Duke and Thunder God both. I mean, that's a really good hero, and it's also a reason why I think Snowzilla is very underestimated. So let's just finish raiding right now and drop our bombs and do Herbie Monsters. And I'm farming Herbie Monsters B with this account, and you can say, we're allowed to druid. How's that possible? You don't even have decent towers or something. Well, the problem is I have really good area of effect heroes, and troops aren't a problem for me at all. And when my Thunder God procs, the wave is done. When my engineer procs, the wave is done. When Snowzilla starts proccing, the wave is done. I have 3 heroes that can really easily deal with waves, and then you have champion to stun the dino and just say screw you. So that's really good about this account, and why I use this account to do this play guide, because it means that when I'm done with the play guide I can keep using this account to farm shards for the guild, because it is just farming a high wave very easily. And of course, with the new update, I don't need to farm druid anymore, which I'm really glad about, because I can just wait 30 days now and get druid as a reward, and paladin after 20 days, 20 days, I don't know exactly, but it's really awesome because that means that I can put all my shards I get into my heroes and into the guild, of course. But first of all, I'm getting all my heroes to 3 of 9, probably, maybe even 4 of 9, because as soon as I get to farming wave D, that 4 out of 9 is really easy to get by, because it's only 1500 shards, I believe. So that's reasonable. Of course, 3 of 9 is much more reasonable. So I'm just going to run another Hiiyall monster because that last wave went really bad for me. I really didn't know what happened. It's probably 1 out of 3 times I actually lose wave B, but it's not bad to lose wave B 1 out of 3 times because you get 15 shards for it and you get only 10 shards for wave A. And that means that you still get the same amount of shards and you get more experience actually. So just enjoy watching, and I'm going to paste another clip at the end of this Hiiyall Monsters run which shows some earlier gameplay, and just enjoy. See you later guys, and remember to stay zen.